Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Wanted to make a video on some recent news that it's kind of what I talked about like maybe like a month or two ago when originally, actually a few months ago now that the administration had come in. It was about an oil deal between Russia and America where it was about like $500 billion to, I guess, get a pipeline going. And now it seems like there's a little more speculation on that deal coming back. And I guess it's being reported where I think it's the Black Sea that they want to basically drill into to find oil. They estimate trillions of dollars worth of oil potentially in there, which is why they want to do that pipeline deal. But I guess there's a law in effect where if Exxon doesn't start drilling by the end of this year, they won't be able to do it the following years. They'll have to go through a new litigation or a new bill or something to be passed. I guess there's like a time limit on it, and it looks like Tillerson, who's the former Exxon CEO, starting to make moves, I guess, to try to get this done. Now, of course, like this is like speculation. It's just being talked about, but it just seems like there's more and more moves being made. And I do notice that my oil has gone up a little bit. It was down uh, a little bit, like 2 or 3%. Now it's back up to like only down 1.5%. But and like I said, this is kind of what I was alluding to originally when I first picked these ETFs. Let's see, Exxon. And I find it interesting though that they did have this kind of a downward trend, and then the day after that news broke, a sharp spike up like this. Like this is all like the 17th, the 18th, the 19th, and then beginning of the trading of the 20th just spikes up like that off the news. So I think that's definitely playing into the benefit of my ETF, and I'm pretty sure going forward it's only going to continue to grow because it's not just Exxon, of course, that's going to benefit from this oil deal. If we're talking like trillions of dollars worth of oil, obviously other players are going to try to get in there. But Exxon being, I'm sorry, not Exxon, Tillerson being the Secretary of State, formerly CEO of Exxon, obviously ExxonMobil is probably going to get the first crack at it, or at the very least a bigger chunk of that potential profit to be made. Now, like I said in other videos, like if you want to directly invest into Exxon, that's totally your move. I choose to go to the ETF and then just kind of broaden my risk that way a little bit. That way, if other oil companies get in or some oil companies don't get in, the whole sector itself will go up. Um, Let me see, what is the sector name? But I think I hope by the end of the year, this deal will go through because that's definitely gonna make this ETF stand out. GNR, okay, but I don't think it's gonna be easy because obviously people are gonna want to fight it. There's already been speculation on it prior to the election run up, and as soon as Tillerson got nominated for that position, people have already been talking about it and the whole deal. So it's not something that people are unaware of. So I do see it will be like a fight for the administration to push it through. But ultimately, in the end, um, Republican opposition, I don't think there's any way to beat it because they have the majority in the House, the majority in the Senate. They have the White House seat. I mean, I don't see any reason why this wouldn't happen. There's too many people in favor of this wanting to happen, and they're gonna allow it to happen. Just kind of like how they allowed Trump to basically send missiles over to Syria. Typically you have to get Congress approval before you basically take a military act against another country. But he just blew past all that, and the Republicans supported him. So obviously, when it comes to this oil deal, like I said, when we're talking about trillions of dollars, obviously they're just going to allow it to happen. So if you wanted to get ahead of that, it might be a good opportunity to invest in either the ETF or Exxon themselves. But like again, that's just my opinion. I'm not like an advisor, so of course, do your own research and follow up on this. Try to stay up to date on these stories. I mean, at least following Tillerson, that's where the money's at in this administration. Wherever he goes, that's where the deals are really being done because he's probably going country to country, scoping out oil resources potentially for companies to come in and swoop up on. But I just kind of wanted to update everyone on that. I know with my other ETFs, they've been doing okay for the most part. I know Internet Titans just went up a little bit. It's at 4%. Defending America's at 4%. You know, with this escalation of war, it just goes up little by little. My Live Long and Prosper still good, doing good. Surprisingly, I think everybody forgot about the whole Obamacare, Affordable Care Act. You know, American Health Care Act. You know, all that talk. You know, they already moved on from it. Once those missiles dropped, you know, the whole opinion of the population changed. So I think that's the reason why that's ETF's going up. And then my wireless wonders, money machines are only down very little bit. They're starting to come back up. So I'm hoping just the market as a whole will rise up because all these ETFs are gonna continue going up from that. But with that being said, if you all wanted to follow in on that, like I said, I just want to give my opinion before it's too late. It seems like more and more news is coming out about this, so I wanted to kind of put in my little 2 cents about it. But I hope you all benefit from that, and you know, at the end of the day, what you do with your money is your business. So good luck, and I'll talk to y'all next video.